for a new truck for your business? Look no farther. Come on down to AJ Doman Chevrolet, where we got $12,000 off every remaining 23 medium duty in stock. And more trucks arriving daily. It's all happening at AJ Doman Chevrolet, where we say yes when others say no. AJ Doman Chevrolet, your business elite dealer at the foot of the Morgan City Bridge in Berwick.
Hello and welcome back to this edition of Bayou Time. Again, your host, Keith Weissite, licensed clinical social worker with Terrible and Home Care. Very glad you're joining us. However you may be joining us, we appreciate it very, very much. And you know, I think a lot of people think they know of some of the things we have in our area. They hear these terms like 4-H, but maybe they just don't realize the value, the extent, and how awesome these groups really, really are. Very glad to have with us Mrs. Andruska. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having us today.
All right, we appreciate it very, very much. Joining her as well is Miss Tony Arnold. Tony, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
All right, sitting next to her is Miss Madeline Fossum. Thanks for joining us, Madeline.
It's my pleasure.
All right, very cool. Now, 4-H is one of those things that people think they know about, but Susan, tell us really about the enormity of 4-H and how many people it reaches.
Right, so 4-H is actually the largest youth organization in the world, and we are in every parish in Louisiana. We are in every state in the United States, and we are in every school in Lafourche Parish.
Oh, wow.
It's a co-curricular program, so we are really able to reach a lot of our youth.
Very cool. Large program, and 35 schools, right, in this public
Correct.
area, which is just really neat, Catholic and private.
Correct.
And so it reaches a lot of people. And next week, October 7th through the 13th, is National 4-H Week.
It is. So we have a national celebration of all things 4-H,
Okay.
October 7th through 13th. And there are a lot of activities that will be going on in our schools throughout the parish and throughout the state. And the girls can tell you about some of those exciting activities that will be coming.
I like it. Well, Tony, we'll start with you. Tell us how old you are, where you go to school.
I am 15 years old and I go to Central Lafourche High School.
Okay, very cool. Tell us a little bit about 4-H for you, how long you've been doing it and what it means to you.
I've been doing 4-H since the 4th grade. It's been in my family for many years. My mom and her sister were a part of it. Their parents were all a part of it. And it's just something really fun that I enjoy doing with my siblings and my family, meeting new people, going to new places, learning different things. It's just a growing experience for me and everyone that I've met in it. And I think it's something amazing that everyone should be a part of.
Okay, so 4-H has been a part of your life, your whole life.
Yes, sir.
Okay, very cool. What's one thing about 4-H that kind of stands out for you?
Just that there's something for everybody, whether you have the animals like I do, or you're more into cooking or public speaking or sewing, you can find something and have many opportunities within that subject area.
Okay, so animals been a part of you and your family,
Yes, sir.
right?
Yeah.
Tell me about some of the animals now. I'm not a farm guy, but I'd like to know about what that means for you.
Yeah, me along with my two brothers show sheep for all of our livestock shows, and my mom and her sister showed Brangus cattle, but my grandpa wanted to kind of take a step away from that. But I find the sheep project to be really fun, very easy, great for beginners, and I enjoy it a lot.
That's very cool. Tony, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks for being part of 4-H and for helping to celebrate with some of those things. So, Madeline, let's talk about that for you a little bit. Tell us about who you are and where you go to school.
So my name is Madeline, and I am a 10th grader. I'm an 11th grader at Central Lafourche High School, and I'm 16 years old. And in 4-H, it's really helped me to really embrace leadership. I had no idea what I was getting into when I first joined. This is my 7th year in 4-H.
Wow.
And through that time, I have been in many leadership roles, whether it be at the school level or in junior leaders. I serve as our junior leader vice president, as well as a state shooting sports ambassador. And in shooting sports, I want to say that that is my favorite program within our state 4-H, and how it really helps students who may be on the shyer side to really get out of their shell, because they can go to these different competitions, or they don't have to compete. They can just learn how to shoot. They can be better marksmen. And it really all around is a great experience.
I love the fact that there's so many different facets to 4-H. I mean, just the fact that you ladies have been doing it 4th grade for 7 years and really been able to kind of learn from that. And leadership is one of those things that we really try to help kids learn and understand. You know, Susanna and I went to college together. We both developed into leadership roles as part of just who we were. but you guys get to learn some of those skills early on. That's really cool. And to be able to do that. I love the fact that you can even take that opportunity to go and do a competition or not, right? And so it's not a lot of pressure to be able to do it, but it feels kind of cool. What's the best thing about 4-H for you, Matt?
Well, we do a lot of service-based projects. So one of our motto is to make the best better. And so in our community, in our state, we travel a lot. We go on different trips, and on these trips that are funded for us, we go and we help out the different communities, whether it be going to a food bank or just going talk to these people and experience like their culture, what they do in their community. And it's a lot of networking, and it's a great experience.
Service, taking care of other people. I like that. How about for yourself?
Just being able to have these opportunities to meet with younger people. Next week, we're actually having our Farm City Day where second graders across the parish can come to the parish office, and we do like a little livestock agriculture expo. And they get to learn about the different commodities and different animals that we raise here in Louisiana. And it really shows them early on what 4-H and agriculture as a whole is about to get them involved in that.
I got to tell you, that's very, very impressive for both of you. So thank y'all for being a part of 4-H. Thank y'all for celebrating next week. Can we talk a little bit as we close out this last minute or so about what's expected next week, some of the things?
So some of the things that we have planned, we have green days, dress green days in our schools. We have display contests, announcements in our schools and on social media. And we have a large training on Thursday for all of our leaders in all of our schools throughout the parish, and also all of our 4-H officers in each school throughout the parish. They come, and our older members and our adult volunteers help to train those students and those leaders to help them make the best better.
Wow. And again, it's one of those things where it's so very dedicated to the community, and the community is dedicated back to 4-H. I love it. Thank you very much. Ladies, thanks for joining us. Suzanne, stick around. Yep. All right. Very good. So come back with us. We're going to return right back here on Bayou Time. Talk to somebody else about 4-H and some of the things it's been in his life. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back right here on Bayou Time.
Today's social media segment is brought to you by Alford and Associates for all of your insurance needs. CIS, Cardiovascular Institute of the South, the highest quality cardiovascular care available. Barker Honda, the Barker family tradition of quality.
Hello and welcome back to this edition of Bayou Time. Again, your host, Keith Whiteside, licensed clinical social worker with Terrible and Home Care. Very glad you're joining us. However you may be joining us, we appreciate it. Very glad to have my friend and colleague back with us, Ms. Suzanne Trosclair. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having us today,
All right.
Keith.
Part of 4-H and a really big deal with 4-H. We also have someone else joining us, which we appreciate. Mr. Connor Hitt, thank you for joining us, sir.
Nice to be here.
All right. Absolutely. And so we've got lots of things going on. There's also a livestock show, right?
There's a livestock clinic that's coming up, our showcase. This Saturday, we will have a free livestock showcase in Lafourche Parish, and it's open to our youth and their families, even people who maybe haven't joined 4-H yet and are interested in joining and want to learn more about the livestock program. It will be held at the LSU Ag Center 4-H office in Raceland on 115 Texas Street. It's from 9 to 11 a.m. on Saturday morning. Some of our livestock exhibitors will be there, as well as state livestock ambassadors in 4-H. And they're going to be sharing their knowledge with those who attend. Great day, fun prizes, good day to be there.
Yeah, and there's a QR code right there. Jay, put it up one more time. I want people to know there's a QR code. If you want more information about it, you can do that. It's very family friendly. It'll be door prizes. Of course, talk about grooming. You show you how to groom some of these animals. This is really, really cool. And again, a lot of people, I think, Suzanne, thank you, Jay. A lot of people think that 4-H is just about agriculture. It's not. There's so many more things to it. And again, as we mentioned, we're going to celebrate next week, 4-H week. which is a national celebration, which is really cool.
Yes, yes. There's so many opportunities for our students. We really have something for everyone in 4-H. Those who are interested in public speaking, for an example, they learn leadership skills through the 4-H projects, through competitions like public speaking. Also, we have a brand new club, the Robotics Club this year, that encourages students who are interested in learning more about robotics. They don't have to come with any prior knowledge. They'll be learning with our adult volunteers. And we have a new club called the Social Club, SEW Social Club, and they're going to be learning how to sew. And we have some wonderful volunteers and some wonderful donors who are helping to make these new programs possible.
And look, and that's one of those things, we talked about it before, but the dedication from the community.
Absolutely.
And what 4-H does for some of our elderly, what 4-H does for some of these people that are in facilities and visiting people and going out to see them and doing good work. And I love the fact that this makes it for some very well-rounded young individuals.
Right, it does. And this year, our service learning theme is hunger and poverty. And it's also our state theme. So our students are doing a lot, and our adults are helping with that process so that they can serve the underserved.
Yeah, very cool. Connor, let's turn our attention to you. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm 14 years old. I'm an 8th grader at Central Lafourche.
Okay.
4-H has just really given me a home
Okay.
over this is my 6th year doing
Wow.
it. It's been really amazing. I've met a bunch of new friends. Miss Suzanne has really helped me out with so much stuff, a lot of the competitions I do. And I just feel like it's been such a big part of my life. None of my family has ever really done 4-H. I was really the first one to dive into it. But now it feels like over these past couple of years, it's really added to my character as a person.
Wow, kind of feels like home, huh?
Very much so.
Yeah, it's really cool when we can do something to kind of branch out. We were fortunate that the ladies had some pedigree, right? They had some people in their families that had done this before. But for you, it's something that you wanted to kind of try out. I love the fact that it's really kind of allowed you to kind of find yourself. And that's really what growing up is a little bit about, right? It's kind of neat to be able to do that at 4-H in school. And in 9th grade, kind of learn a little bit about yourself. What have you learned about some of the things that you enjoy now?
I know I like to shoot archery. I figured that out in 4th grade when I started shooting sports.
Okay.
That's really been a big part. I compete a lot in archery for shooting sports. Illustrated Talks has helped me with public speaking. That's one of the reasons that I enjoy doing stuff like this, being able to come up here and talk about not only myself, but about others, doing things like the Illustrated Talks and all of that.
Okay. Maybe I could learn from you. I can go. I never got a chance to do it in 4-H, so maybe I could learn some pointers. Maybe you can teach me a thing or two about public speaking.
For sure.
Would you help me with that?
If you ever need help, just call.
I appreciate that. See that? I appreciate that. Very kind of you. And so what do you look forward to? What are some of your goals? I mean, what is something that you're hoping to kind of take some of these skills and some of this knowledge, kind of be able to move forward with?
Some of these skills that I'm hoping to take, part of what I want to do in my future is contribute to the lives of other people, whether that be right now. I want to work as an engineer. I want to be able to help contribute to science to better the lives of other people. But one of the things that it's going to take to do that is I'm going to have to work with a team. Doing things like public speaking will help me be able to give presentations to teams, be able to work with other people as well, because I know some of the other competitions that I do, I have to be able to work well with other people on a team, like at 4-H University this year.
Okay.
Which is another thing that I hope I'll be able to bring up after. But I worked on a team for outdoor skills. I had to learn to work with the people, and I did become really good friends with the people on my team.
Listen, team building, communication skills, those are things that are really, really valuable. And I love that 4-H is instilling that in certainly the young people that have come on today. So this is really, really cool. So congratulations. I look forward to really good things. And so you always have a spot you can come on here and talk with us and tell us some things that are going on with you and for you. And so we can kind of continue to support you as part of the community, right? We've got a few seconds left. Maybe a little wrap up you want, Suzanne?
Sure. 4-H really helps to form youth so that they can be strong global citizens in their communities to make a difference. This is what it's all about. It helps to form them and to build confidence in every child so that they can go out and do good for others.
Suzanne, thank you so very much. Thanks for bringing on these wonderful young
Thank you
people
for
and what they're
having us.
doing and all of the celebrations. Congratulations to National 4-H next week. We want y'all to celebrate and have a wonderful week.
Thank you.
All right. All right, guys, that'll do it for this particular segment and this Bayou Time. But don't go anywhere. A whole lot more right here on HTV.
Today's social media segment is brought to you by South Louisiana Bank. It's better when we bank together. Waits and Downer, attorneys at law. Terrebonne Ford, built Ford tough.